Hiya, and welcome to the James Oliver Guitar channel. It's bonfire night, so that's what all that banging in the background you can hear is. And today we're going to talk about this. This is a 1971 Gibson Sg 200. Well, it started life as a Gibson Sg 200 and it's been heavily modded. The guitar sounds great, plays great, I think it looks really cool. And the story behind it is so interesting, I thought I'd like to share it with you on my YouTube channel. So, of course, these SG 200s originally, this would have had two single coil pickups. One here, of course. And there would have been a metal cover over this bridge. But obviously the metal cover's long gone. And it reveals this bridge. And it does look like a smaller version of a lot of them 70s SG bridges. There's a couple of videos of my 74 SG which I've sold on this channel, and it had a variation of this bridge, but it was like bigger. So anyway, this guitar started life as one of them. As you can see, it's a Gibson. I know it's a little dark in the room, but the logo is there, Gibson. So anyway, this guitar belongs to a good friend of mine, Colin Duggan, who has had the guitar since around 1974, 1975. So now I'll tell you the story of the guitar. So, Colin was in a band called Hobo, and they were signed to United Artists Records. And they were making an album in Rockfield. So, the band needed a PA. So they decided to buy the PA of a band called the Sharks. And the guitar player in the Sharks was none other than Chris Spedding. And of course, Chris Spedding is a world famous guitar player, session guitar player. He was a Womble. He had the big hit with Motorbiking. Made some fabulous records with Robert Gordon as well, if you're into your rockabilly like I am. And he made albums with Jack Bruce. He made his own solo albums. He's done a hell of a lot in his career. There's a cool version of Bo Diddley's Roadrunner too. So anyway, Colin had a little Martin guitar which they had hired, which had been bought from a hire company in London. And that guitar was hired and used on a Paul McCartney album. The something Speedway album, I believe. So anyway, that guitar was hired by Paul McCartney and used on our album. It went back to the hire shop and Colin bought the guitar, or the label bought the guitar for Colin. So Colin had this lovely little Martin, because Hobo were quite a folky sort of acoustic sort of band. And, you know, Crosby, Stills, Nash style harmonies, etc. So anyway, Chris Spedding had this guitar, Colin had the Martin. Chris Spedding took a fancy to the Martin. So cut a long story really short, Colin swapped Chris the Martin for this SG. And at the time, this SG had two humbuckers on it. And this was the pick guard, I believe, that the guitar had, as you can see. It's like this, it fits over the bridge. And Colin played this guitar for years. You know, years and years he played the guitar. And then Colin was out to the music business and he was working in a furniture shop. Well, a furniture company he had. And he moved to Thailand, him and his wife and his children, and they moved to Thailand. And this guitar lived in Thailand for 12 years. And I mean, look at the wear on the back of the neck. That's a well-loved, well-played guitar. So the guitar was in Thailand with the humbuckers on and this guard, like that. And then Colin moved back a few years ago and the SG has come back home. And he decided that, you know, he wanted to be a junior, really, again. Because that's what it was sort of like when he had it off Chris Spedding. So, Dave Durnley did the work on this. And this is a P90 by Bare Knuckle. And he made this cool pick guard and set it up. And then this is the SG as you see it today. I think it's got a hell of a story behind it, and sounds really good, and it plays really good. I am going to do a video, I think, comparing it to my old 61 SG. The neck is bigger, but it just feels so comfortable, you know, because of the way. So I'm just going to do a playing demo of the guitar for you now. I'm using the Champ, volume on 6, treble on 6, bass on 5. And this is the clean sound with the tone and the volume up full. the, bridge. It's only got a bridge pickup with the tone rolled off. Here's the tone being gradually rolled back on. Obviously, you know, with the champ, you dig in. I think it's quite twangy. So that's the pickup on clean. I'm using the Greg Koch little heat overdrive pedal. Settings are the overdrive is set to quarter to 3, like that. Sorry, like that. Tones on halfway, the volume's on halfway. The real rock machine. And of course, if you roll that tone knob off, you get the... that sort of womany, you know, nasally, Leslie Westy sort of... I mean, I love Leslie West. Fabulous phrasing in Leslie West. So this is like the volume roll back to about 7. So you can play like that. And then for your solo. It's just so fun to play this tune, I absolutely love it. I could play her all day, and of course they're great for slide, these juniors. shouting country licks on a 1971 SG Junior that was owned by Chris Spedding. Not me. And I really could just sit here and play. I could just sit there and play all day, but I don't want to bore you with that. So here we have it then. This is Collins' 71 SG 200, owned by Chris Spedding, restored by the great Dave Durnley. It's a cool guitar. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I mean, there's plenty of guitar reviews, amp reviews, pedal reviews, quick guitar licks, 20-second rockabilly, rock and roll, blues and country solos, all sorts of stuff. Really appreciate it. Cheers.